Hello, all you beautiful people out there. What is going on? This is your friend Britik coming at you fast with another Paragon Beast build video. And today we are going to be looking at Zinx, the zebra, Zany, whatever the fuck. I don't care. We're going to be looking at a deck for her. So I'm going to give you guys a very, very, very important disclosure before we get into this deck. I have yet to play a single game with Zinx. And I don't think I will play a game with Zinx, at least this week. I'm just not in a rush to do it. But, before you click away, two things. One, I built a lot of decks for offlaners. Two, I built a lot of decks for tanky offlaners. But three, this is a very, very different offlaner in the fact that she requires mana regen. So this is why I built a deck like this around her. You can use it to fuel your deck building ideologies. I just don't feel like going in and trying really hard for this hero right now because she's designed for V42 and the new card system in V42, and until that's out it's really hard making a good deck for her. But there's still 3 weeks to play until V42, so it's really that awkward spot where I feel like I should still make a video for her. So as you can see, I don't have any gameplay with her in PvP. Like I played a single bots game with her, but just to get used to her, but not in PvP. So I can't really tell you how this all would work, but just to throw some ideas out your way. So here you go. So like I said, I think she's best in offlane. That's where I would play her. That's where everybody's saying you should play her, is in offlane. So we got healer token, health pot, mana pot, prime card for Archmagus for more damage. But this deck isn't really going to be working around damage too much. Like it will, don't worry. It's kind of like a bruiser deck, to be honest. Let's just get into it, right? So the Lord's Ward here is the dummy ward, and then your early game cards are going to be these 4 cards. So you're gonna have Brawler's Ward here for damage. This is gonna be the first card you get for damage. Helps you with last hitting, helps you with your damage over time, whatever. Then you're gonna have Burst Engine for your mana regen, and then some more damage. Okay, you want to have a little bit of mana regen early on because that ult is gonna drain a lot early on. If you don't, because you don't have a large mana pool, so it's going to drain quite a bit. And then you're going to have 2 adamant edges filled with health. So the more health you have, the more effective your ultimate is going to be in carving out half of the enemy damage. The longer you'll be able to survive, yada yada yada. You're going to want to build a good amount of health on this build, and some other very interesting cards. So as you move into the cards, you're going to have Teleblink here. Teleblink, always really nice on a hero that just doesn't have an escape. Just like Zinx, she doesn't have an escape, so this could be useful in tracking people down and stunning people with her ricochet ability, all that good stuff. And then, so Cast Converter, so this is kind of optional. So the thing about Cast Converter is you can have it on earlier on in the game, and I was thinking about this, I'm like, maybe this will be useful because it gives you mana regen, and it has a good active, where it could help you survive a bit longer. If you don't have your ultimate toggled, you could use this instead, and it could help you out a little bit if you're not in too much trouble. If you're right in the middle of the fight, then you could use your ultimate. I don't know, I just feel like Cast Converter would be a good card for her. This is just to try out. This isn't something that, if I were playing with her, I would have perfectly flawlessly in the final build without question, but I would have to try this out a lot. So try this out, guys, and let me know how this works, because I feel like it could work pretty well. And if you do want to have it in your final 60 card build for these 3 weeks where card points are still a thing, then you can have Cast Converter instead of your 6-point Brawler's Ward endgame, because Brawler's Ward is going to be the only 6-point card you have. So then after that, you're going to start building into your later game items, so you can start throwing away your Burst Engine, for example. And you're going to have these 2 cards are going to be the bread and butter. So Infinity Stream increases mana regen based on your missing mana up to 3.6 mana regen. So again, this just gives you a ton of mana regen, more so than any other card would on its own. But then you're going to have some more advanced chronos, or what's the other one called, sparks, whatever, it doesn't matter which one you use, they're both mana regen. Put mana regen in there. You want a good amount of mana regen, okay? You just want a good amount of mana regen because she has a toggle for oh wow, really, Britik, you fucking misogynist? For her Kitty Claws ability, that's a toggle, and then her ultimate is a toggle. So you're gonna need a lot of mana regen in this deck. And then Tainted Magic also. This is going to be really, really, really good. So you have a lot of damage, and then you have some more mana regen. Spellburn. Dealing ability damage to enemy heroes, applies a damage over time effect that deals ability damage equal to 8% of the target's current health over 4 seconds. This is absolutely phenomenal on her because of her Kitty Claws toggle. Because of her toggle with Kitty Claws, it adds up, it stacks. Her other ability where she charges a shockwave and it does an area of effect, that's also really, really good with this card. It's just a really, really, really good card for Miss Kitty Claws Zinx over there until the card system is changed entirely. So, if you ever wanted to abuse Tainted Magic, I'd assume that Zinx is probably the best way to abuse Tainted Magic besides Phase. So, there you guys have it. There's the Tainted Magic. That's literally going to be the most damage you're ever going to do with this. Plus, you have some more Major Cast here. I don't even know if you need this much damage, to be honest. You could probably put more in a Mana Regen if you want. Whoa. I just accidentally canceled out of that. But that's about it, actually. And then your last two cards are going to be Tempered Plate and Toon Barrier, again, with a ton of health, so that her passive and her ultimate keeps her alive, keeps her tanky. You want to keep her alive for as long as possible because her damage over time ability, it stacks up. It stacks up, at least when I was killing bots with it. It stacked up, dude. It stacked up. You really don't need that much damage with her. Plus, she has her CC. Plus, she still has Wave Clear. Her Wave Clear is still really, really good with this much damage in there. You'll be able to clear pretty quickly and be a really big nuisance in fights. So, yeah, so anyway, build tanky because she is durable. Like, look at that. She's got an 8 rating on her durability. It's pretty cool. So, definitely build around the fact that she can be built like a tank, even though she's like a toothpick, but she can be built like a tank, just like Decker used to be built like a tank before supports got shit nothing for CP. But yeah, that's about it, guys. So the final build is going to be Brawler's Ward. It's going to be Teleblink. It's going to be Infinity Stream. Notice that this is not a 12-point Infinity Stream. This is a 13-point Infinity Stream, okay, to cancel out the 11 points from Teleblink and the Ward. So those are 3 cards with 24 points. Tainted Magic for 12 points. It's 36. 12-point Tempered Plate, 48, and a 12-point Toon Barrier, 60. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cards for 60 CP, while CP still lasts. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully this gave you guys some ideas. If it did help, if you did well with it, drop a like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. I honestly just want V42 to show up. It just feels really, really boring making videos right now because you know that none of it's going to matter soon anyway. But whatever, that's just me. Thank you guys so much for watching. As always, make sure to have a wonderful day.